I think we hear that all the time about the differences edge-wise between Level and Jet Black and Jealous, and it's hard for me to kind of wrap my head around. I think that we just kind of naturally evolved, and I think I think everyone has kind of their different opinion on which album is edgier, and I think at the end of the day we were just making the music that felt right for us, and whether or not it fits more in mainstream or not, I think that it was important that we just made music that felt like us. It just kind of naturally happened that way.
I think the time's definitely been on our side. We're not if after the first year we would have had huge success. I think it would have been too soon. We wouldn't have been ready. I think we definitely had to be a road band that kind of cut our teeth out there and learned how to play really well together, and how to take success when it was time, and just it's been a lot of fun, and it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah.
But
and I think 11 years, 11 years sounds like a long time, but we were teenagers when we started the band, and I think that we kind of, we started this band really early on, and I think we're lucky to have gone through all of that together at the being the four of us, instead of kind of being a musician for 5 years and then starting a band 5 years ago or whatever. So we were really lucky to go through all of it together and kind of evolve musically together.
We just found out that Crazy Girl, the first single off of Life at Best, went gold today. So I think a nice goal is for the whole record to go gold. I think that would be probably the coolest thing that could happen to this record and to our careers at this point.
Yeah. And our goal is to always make a cool, different record, something that really stands apart from from the rest of music out there. I think that we just want to make something that's cool and different. And while we try not to watch reviews all that much, because we want to make a record that we're proud of, we want it to be well received, and we want people to really feel as if we made a cool record.
I mean, there's decades upon decades of the history of music that show there's definitely a balance or a cohesive thing between being critically acclaimed and also being successful. I mean, I think if you're at the end of the day, we're making art, but at the same time we're making music that's getting played on the radio, and we're making music videos for those songs and that kind of stuff. And there's definitely a commercial aspect to it, but that's just the nature of the business. And when it comes to songwriting and us in the studio, of course, we want to be as artistic and as true to ourselves and all that as we can be.
I think country music is an incredibly honest music. I think there's so many stories. I think that I know for me, there's so many stories that kind of go along with so many different songs. I think, for example, Alabama, there's a song that my dad and I used to listen to every time. Like he used to drive trucks, and that's what we would start our road trip out with, that Alabama song. So it's just one of those things. I think that there's so many stories and so much honesty that surrounds country music.